Everybody, welcome to GauchoTV. I'm your host, Marv. We got a lot to get to this week, so I'm going to dive right in. First up with my top 5, continuing from last week's theme. These are top 5 road trip savings tips. It's a mouthful, but managed to get it out. Okay, number 5, bunk with friends or couch surf. Pretty straightforward. If you're going somewhere where you got friends, stay with them. If not, well, you could go to couchsurfing.com, but only if you're not a creep and you want to stay with someone who's not a creep. Obviously, it's a little weird sleeping on a stranger's couch, but as far as I'm concerned, it wouldn't be the first time waking up in a strange place. Never mind. Okay, number 4, drive like it's Sunday. Driving slower and carefully, easing into stops, and not taking off fast, you'll save a ton of gas cumulatively, so it's a great way to save gas. And speaking of gas, number 3, find the cheapest gas available. There's apps for smartphones, and you can check on the web. If you're careful about it before you hit the road, make sure you find where the cheapest gas is so you can fill up for less. Number 2, pack snacks. I know the convenience store, like the 99-cent size, boy, that's convenient and it's alluring, but if you buy a big family size and pre-packed snacks before you go, you end up getting twice your money's worth. And finally, number 1, skip the drive-thrus. Local restaurants usually have better deals with more food for less money. So look at it that way. You can get more for less eating where the locals eat, and drive-thru food's not great for you anyway. All right, let's keep going. I got more Gaucho TV coming up for you right now. Okay, I got a lot of information to get to you this week on Gaucho TV. I got updates and I got new shopping news, so we'll get in first with the updates. If you were real eagle-eyed when I was doing the top 5 there at the beginning of the Gaucho TV episode, you might have seen that I was wearing my new specs. So if you think back to, I believe it was Gaucho TV episode 11. I was talking about getting new glasses from Zenni Optical, and they finally came. Took about 2 weeks, but are you ready for this? Big transformation. Here we go. Ta-da! All right. What do you think? Yeah, you like? I'm pretty happy with them. Like I said, took a couple weeks, and you don't really get a sense on the Zenni Optical site for the shape of your head versus the shape of the glasses and the size of them. They're a little bigger, but I like the way they look. I like the way they're working for me. And they're so clean and clear, and they have the anti-reflective coat, which is nice to have. So let me know what you think of them in the Gaucho forums. Now, if you also remember back to Gaucho episode 4, Gaucho TV episode 4, breaking up with your car, it was time for me to get my oil change. Can you believe it's been 3 months already? So I went and got my first oil change on my leased Mazda today, and that was really exciting. And I was actually going to shoot this whole episode of Gaucho TV from the dealership, from outside with among all the new cars, and it'd be really fun. And it started pouring rain, and it is sunny again, which gives you an idea of the best laid plans of me, I guess. Okay, so on with news. Can I get the news graphic? It's the hot news graphic. Okay, so shopping news. For those of you who are shopping fanatics and had a chance to go to this, congratulations. Dubai Mall had one of their biggest events ever, their shopping festival that takes the entire month of February, and they had 5 million visitors. The Dubai Mall is, by the way, the largest enclosed shopping center in the world. Like many things in Dubai, it's this outsized, insane thing. They have 1,200 retail outlets, a food court with like 160 items in it, 160 different places. So basically, you could live your entire life in this place, and actually seems kind of unpleasant. I've been to Mall of America. That's the biggest mall. In North America, there's one bigger one in, like, I want to say somewhere in Canada. Saskatchewan, maybe? Anyway. The Dubai Mall, though, bigger than all of those. I think even put together. So, pretty ridiculous. Congratulations, Dubai Mall, for having a really big shopping festival. It just makes me reminiscent for the golden era of American conspicuous consumption. You remember when you used to buy stuff? Like stuff from the Hammacher Schlemmer catalog? Foreshadowing. Okay, on to the next thing. Milo.com let out an infographic this week. Now, the thing about Gaucho.com is we show you where deals are, both in the real world, brick and mortar stores, and online. And I believe very firmly in online shopping. I got my glasses online. I buy a lot of stuff online, but I still do go to stores. So Milo.com did a infographic of the ratio of online shopping to brick and mortar shopping, showing that people still overwhelmingly shop in stores. And it kind of surprised me. Some of them I believed. Cars, it said only 2.6% of car purchases are made online. That seems okay, reasonable. Food, 0.2%. That seems right as well, because really it's not too convenient to buy food if it has to be delivered over the course of, 8 working days. Clothes, 0.9%. That does not seem right. I've bought a lot more clothes online than I have in stores in the last couple of years, I'd venture to say. Maybe, except jeans, I guess. And I'll do more on jeans in the next, there'll be a whole jeans episode of Gaucho TV dedicated just to that. Here's the one that I found suspect. Electronics was only 1.1%, and that cannot possibly be right. You can get way better deals on electronics online than you can in stores. That is a fact of life. So if you're shopping in stores, that's how they try and get you with that impulse buy and the sense of the purchase, and you get to take it home with you right away. But if you can be patient and make a purchase online, you'll get a much better deal shopping for electronics online. Really surprised by that. Hobbies, 1.9%, and furniture, 0.7%. Also, kind of a large ticket item to be getting online. You don't really want to buy a couch from the internet, because what if you get it home and it's not comfortable, then you have to ship it back. And shipping large items, I don't know if you do, but I find it extremely daunting. I hate it when I have to ship like some massive item, because it's not practical. Anyway, I'm ranting. So that's about it for this week. Updates and news, and stick around. I got more Gaucho TV on the way. Oh, and I did want to remind you, we're taking the next couple weeks off of Gaucho TV Live. So we're not going to be doing a Gaucho TV Live this week or next week. I got South by Southwest going on. There's a lot of stuff happening here in Austin, and I'm just not going to be able to do them. So we're going to retool, put together some new features for it, and we'll be launching it again in 3 weeks. So stick around for some more Gaucho TV recorded version, and Gaucho TV Live resumes in 3 weeks. So that's about it. All right, now we're going to close out with this week's bottom 5 money-wasting catalogs. Basically, these are the most gregarious catalogs where you can waste money. Number 5, Sky Mall. You're trapped on a plane, you've run out of things to read, your iPod's dead. What's the next thing you do? Pick up that copy of Sky Mall. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I totally need a garden gnome that also is an outdoor speaker. You don't need this. Number 4, Hammacher Schlemmer. One of the only catalogs in the world to boast a 2-man submarine and something so practical. Just throw that in the pool out back. That's where I keep mine. Number 3, Brookstone. Since Sharper Image went out of business, it's like Brookstone has been trying to find even cheesier devices to try and sell you for flashy gear. And nothing says I'm a lonely, divorced guy like I've got a house full of stuff from Brookstone. So just keep that in mind, okay? Nothing against Brookstone. Number 2, Harry and David, particularly their Fruit of the Month Club. For $400, you can get Fruit of the Month delivered to people. That's some real value on those Bing cherries that you're having mailed. And I like Harry and David. That's the worst part. Number 1, the Neiman Marcus catalog, specifically the Christmas book, because there you go. Oh, there you go. There they are. Cupcake go-karts. Pretty much says it all, doesn't it? All right, that's it for this week's episode of Gaucho TV. Tune in next week. More Gaucho TV coming your way.